American Dream training, okay? Because we train and we train hard so that when it's time to actually trade, we know what the hell we're doing.
You have now stumbled into AmericanDreamTrading.com, where we trade shares and options. I will show you about swing trading, long-term trading, dividend stocks, high-yield income stocks, covered calls, cash secure puts, diagonal and credit spreads, debit spreads. I will teach you everything there is to know about the entire market. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I can't believe I get paid to help all of you get paid. This is such a wild thing.
Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket live chat and watch party. I'm your host, J&J Video, aka Dawn. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic tonight. I am on my 5th day of grapes. So yes, the energy level is still there. So grapes, water, and moringa powder. So, but welcome. Hopefully everybody is getting ready for the weekend. Hopefully you guys had a good day trading. I'm happy. I had a good day today. So I followed the rules. And shout out to David Giannis helped walk me and Christina through an awesome Apple trade, and it was amazing. 2-minute EWO for the win, baby. VIP for the win, baby. Okay, you need to join the VIP. If you're not a part of the VIP, you need to get in there ASAP. Okay, that's 3 days this week. I've taken $100 out of the market. 2 days back to back. Yesterday I had a bad day. Today another 100. That's what I'm talking about. Consistency, baby. Consistency. That's what we're going to talk about today. So hold on 1 second. Let me go ahead and turn the, you know I like to jam. Let me turn it down just a little bit. Just a little something. So I'm not screaming. Okay, so first things first, we are American Dream Trading, okay? It is a group that has been founded by Chad W. Christian, who is a 30-year stock market vet. He has seen every market condition imaginable and has traded through it. He trains us. He is our full-time trainer and owner of this company, and he teaches us all and has taught so many of us how to get in trades, out of trades, and everything in between. He has created over 8 millionaires and successfully retired over 60 people. Now you tell me if that's not a proven strategy. Coach's strategies work. He's not like these little TikToddlers and YouTubers that you see out here. He has, yes, coined that phrase. He is the real deal. He's not out here just to take your money. He is a genuine human being that really wants to see his members succeed. And he has proven it. He has a proven track record. None of us are paid actors. We all get paid. So, and I mean by the stock market, not by Coach. So you'll find 3 links in the description of this video, and pretty soon they'll probably turn up in the live chat. 1 is click here to join the panel. That is because this is a stream that's been created by traders for traders to just basically kick back, relax, enjoy each other's company, hang out, and talk about our day trading in the market, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So if you want to come up here and chit chat with us, even if you're not a member of the group, that's okay. Come on up here. Tell us about your day. Talk to us. Let us know if you made money. We'll celebrate it with you. If you didn't make money, we'll talk about it. We'll figure out why. Make sure you journaled and make sure that doesn't happen again. Okay. So click here to join the panel if you want to come up. Only requirement is your camera must be on and you must be respectful while you're on the panel. If not, we'll kick your ass out of here. Rule number 2. Second thing is AmericanDreamTrading.com, baby. Okay, AmericanDreamTrading.com is the second link in this video. That is where you will go to, yes, join American Dream Trading. We have a host of services on there. We've got hot stock picks, we've got workshop classes, we've got trading view indicators, we've got one-on-ones with our moderators, and all of that is included with the VIP program. So if you want all of those things in one and you don't want to pay extra for them, make sure you sign up for the VIP program. Right now, Coach is running all kinds of specials for them. If you use code VIP 1000, normally the yearly membership is $2,500, but if you use VIP 1000 for your first year, you will get $1,000 off. Okay, so if you go ahead and type in VIP 1000, you'll get 1,000 off that first year of membership for the VIP that includes all of those things that I mentioned. If you type in the code Christmas, it can be lowercase, it can be uppercase. Type in the word Christmas, you will get $250 off your first month if you get a monthly membership. So basically, you'll get your first month free. Last but not least there is a 5-day free trial to join any one of our premium memberships, the monthly, the quarterly, or the yearly that are not VIP memberships. Okay, that's just our regular premium membership, and that gets all the perks. That gets the free, that gets the Discord, that gets all kinds of videos and stock market education tools that you guys will be able to use and learn how to trade with ease. And then you're already in at that point. So then you can upgrade to the VIP from already inside. So get on it right away. Again, the link is the second link in the description of this video, and it is the one and only AmericanDreamTrading.com. The third link is the host tip moderator jar. Yours truly gets paid to do this by you. If you think this content is worth value to you, and wait till the end. If you don't think you've got anything of value, don't tip. But it is a substantial portion of my income. So if you feel like you got value and you found value and I did a good job for you and you enjoyed what happened up here on the panel, then go ahead and put a couple bucks in there. Times all of you, that is nothing to you, but to me it adds up, and it is very important, and I appreciate you so much for doing that. So guys, let's get it started. We got Mark McC in the backstage, Mark McC in the house. Let's get him up here with us. Mark McC, how are you, my friend?
Good. I was wondering whether my camera was working because the backstage one wasn't showing the camera view.
Yes, you are good, brother. Let me turn that music down. Oh boy, Mark! I'll tell you.
Yeah, I looked at that Apple chart. I'm like, holy cow! Anybody was in that and was able to write it out all day, they're going to Disneyland.
Off to Disneyland, and I'm taking you with me, bud.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you'll fly me, but Nate won't.
I think he would take you. You know Nate loves you. All right. Is that Bucket? Is that Bucket backstage? It most certainly. Oh, Mark left Bucket.
I know. All I got to do is come on here and get scared because we're not going to talk about the QQQ.
You too, man. OH.
You wish.
Yeah. All right, Mark. Tell us how great QQQ was today.
Well, no, I didn't play him.
I don't even know how to spell it.
It's Q.
K-E-W, K-E-W, K-E-W.
Oh, QQQ.
Oh, QQQ.
I want to give a shout out to everybody that's down there in the chat. And I love the fact that these guys are working behind the scenes. Listen, funny baby story. You know, you guys, I know it's very nerve-wracking when I have to do this and get up in the screen like that. So they're working behind the scenes to try to get me a magnifier for my screen. So you guys are awesome, I guess, for complaining about it, because they're going to try to get me a screen. And I found out about it. Bruno was so gracious to share that with me. So thank you, Miranda, Arlo, Bruno. You guys are amazing. If we can get, I think it was out of stock, but if we can get one, yeah, that would be fantastic, man. You have no idea. So yeah, I can
You
stop
grew up.
doing all this crazy
Did you gr-
shit.
did you grow up with romper room?
I did, Sally. Yes, I did. That's
Maybe she
why I
had
do
that
what I
big magnet. She had that big thing. She could see everybody.
do.
She said hi to me one time.
Did she?
Yeah, I see Sally and
I see
Julie and
Mark
Bobby and Mark.
and Bucket. No,
Somebody has
Todd.
a crush. Somebody still has a preschool crush.
Shout out to HR, aka Tiki 1958. Welcome. Shout out to Miguel Lara. Miguel Lara is always up in the chat. Welcome, Miguel. We love you, baby. Shout out to Artelon. Shout out to Mark McSee, who is here on the panel with us. Shout out to Trader Vaughn. Shout out to Darn Cricket. Shout out to Brad James. What's up, Brad? Shout out to Joshua Lee. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for always coming and hanging out. Shout out to Bubbles. Hi, Bubbles. Welcome, Rusty. What is that? Rusty Volvo 2, Volvo 2. Okay, Rusty. We're just gonna call you Rusty. Okay, how about that? Shout out to Farah. How you doing, sweetheart? Love you to death, Farah. Shout out to who else we got down there? You already know, guys. American doesn't run on Dunkin' Donuts anymore. It runs on Diesel Dan, baby. Welcome, Diesel Dan. Ralph, I'm not coming on unless Dawn is on a grape high. Looks like she is. 5 days, Ralph. 5 freaking days, my brother. Can you guys believe that shit? 5 days, nothing but these. And I drink 8 of them a day. That equals a gallon. 2 teaspoons of moringa powder dissolved in one of these, and an ashwagandha, and grapes. And I only eat when I'm hungry. So I'm sort of intermittent fasting, but I'm doing a grape fast, and I intend on doing it for the entire month. So right now we're in day 5, and that's all I'm worried about is completing day 5, one day at a time. How do you eat an elephant, Bucket?
One bite at a time.
That's it. You go on a grape fast one day at a time. Ralph.
Yeah, it'd be one day at a time, all right. It won't even make a damn day. I ain't eating just grapes.
They're good, dude.
I know. I heard your story. It's curing everything.
Dude. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't dismiss it. That's
I'm not
huge.
dismissing it.
That's
I have
huge.
absolute mad respect for you being able to do that. Because when I went on the Atkins and I had to stop Diet Coke and drink water, I'm telling you, Dawn, the 3rd week of just drinking water, I felt like I was going to throw up because I was so tired of just drinking water. I am not. I'm sure it's awesome. I don't know how you could do it. Grape and grape.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to look at a grape now and go, I think I'm going to throw up.
You'd be surprised. After day 2, it was kind of like that, but now I'm actually really looking forward to it. I got the green, the black, and the red, and I'm like, dude, you would think I had freaking Thanksgiving dinner sitting there now. I'm like salivating, wanting the grapes. My craving has changed from Impossible freaking Whoppers to grapes.
Yeah,
Your
you
palate
said you were
changed.
down like 11 pounds already.
And I started it Monday, and I'm already down 11 pounds.
That's insane. That's what I'm saying. Mad respect. But I don't think I'd want to look at a grape.
Hey, it's not for everybody. It ain't for everybody. Trust and believe. And one of the reasons I did is I want to lose weight, but I'm also trying to cure my eyesight issue. And I also know that there are there's a lot of people who have cured stage 4 cancer doing this. So I'm like, hey, if it's good enough for them, I know I'm a vegan already. I love fruit. Why not give it a shot?
Yep. Oh, Dawn, by the way, speaking of that, TJ mentions in there, let her know that Apple has software on your device that will magnify the view for you if you ever need assistance with that.
Yes, I've played with it, TJ. Thank you. Yep, it does. It has the same thing that Coach set me up with before with the magnifying with your cursor. I haven't, it was acting weird, so I stopped using it. I just got to play with it and figure out how to make it work because it was dim. I don't know how to undim it, and it had an arrow in the middle of it that I couldn't get rid of. So I don't know what that's about, but yeah, but at the same time, even that's weird for me because doing that, it kind of messes with my equilibrium on the screen. You know what I mean? So if I could get it all magnified at one time, that's actually even better.
You could also lower the resolution on your monitor. That'll make everything bigger.
Oh yeah,
Instead of having
right.
4K, go to 1080 or whatever. Play around with it.
Huh.
You have to
Okay.
resize all your windows and stuff on how you got it
Yeah.
set up, but you could do that.
Yeah. Okay. I'll play with it this weekend. Todd McAllister, welcome. TJ, welcome, brother. Let's see who else. Any other new names in there? Do we have any new people in here? Any names I haven't seen? Billy Page. I don't remember Billy. Yeah, no, Billy Papa. Do you ever remember me saying Billy Papa? Timo, what's going on, man? All right. And of course, Bucket, who is here with us on the stage. So, guys, we all know the rules. If you want, I can go over them again, but I'm going to switch it up tonight. I figure we go ahead and get right into something because these long streams, I don't want to keep us long. You know what I mean? We get in and out of here in an hour, hour and a half. I think that's good enough. How about you guys?
I'm with you.
Yeah. So how'd you do today?
Who are we talking to? Me or Mark?
You.
Oh, I did okay. I had a dentist appointment this morning, so it was hysterical. I had you all on my little earbud things here while they were, doing the teeth cleaning and stuff like that. And I'm hearing you guys call out stuff, and I'm just the dental assistant's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, it's a work call." And she heard me laugh because someone said something silly, and she's like, "Oh, it must be fun." I said, "Oh, yeah, it's a good time." So I missed out on everything until 11, maybe 10:30. So I wasn't able to do anything, and then I went into Soxhole and got caught in that downturn that you stayed in for Apple. So I had to spend the day getting back positive. So I didn't do great today on day trading. I was only up 100, and then I got another 350 from cash secured puts on XPEV that I put at its low point today. Okay. So overall, okay.
Hell yeah. Let's give him a bell, baby.
Yeah, but nothing to shake home to mama about. That's for sure.
Well, I would shake home to my mama because $450 total would be a life changer for me in this exact moment. So
yeah, but I heard your numbers were pretty awesome.
Well, I mean, for me, yeah, only because I'm trying to do consistency. So I'll get up to the big amounts right now. I'm just trying to do consistency. I had a bad day yesterday, but that's my third day now of $100 holding up for myself.
Yeah, you had 3 days of $100. What the hell are you talking about? You keep getting into the dollar amount, and I don't care.
I have high expectations. I really do, and I don't want to.
Percentage of your account that
you know where I want to go
on a daily basis is probably, Don, one of the highest in all of ADT. But you don't look at it like that. You look at it like,
you know my goal. You know my goal.
I know. And you're going to get there. Taking these steps, pretty soon you're going to be saying, "Oh, well, I only made 200 today. And then I only made 500 today. Then I only made 1,000. Yeah. It's going to come. You're doing, I'm so impressed. I wish I could do the percentages that you're doing. And I just can't yet. I don't know why. So
well, you're nothing to shake a stick at. You're killing it. You are part of my inspiration. I'm like, there's no freaking way we got this new member coming and kicking all our asses. No. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm competitive and I love it. And I'm so proud of you. And it drives me. My wife and I do the same thing with each other. We're like, oh, good job. God damn it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But and in a loving way, so I love it, and that drives me and makes me want to be better. You know what I mean? So
you're killing it, and I think it's so awesome. And it's an inspiration to people with smaller accounts. And here's the thing that really is impressive with a lot of people, and I've heard it from Bubbles and others as well. Mark, to an extent, not as much, but you have this set amount, but you're also having to pay the bills and do that kind of stuff with the money you make. So you are all doing this under a pressure I can't conceive yet, right? I do have my day job that I can always fall back on if I have a bad day here. It's like, whatever. But I mean, you're going to bed every night going, look, I got to trade and I got to trade well. That's an added pressure you have. That's so impressive to see you guys succeed. And it's so inspirational because, I mean, TJ, same way. There's
I was
others.
about to say TJ's doing the
Yeah,
same
you
thing.
guys
There's
are,
a lot of us doing it.
you're creating, not only are you creating the opportunity for yourself, but, you're taking care of life's essentials. And that's got to weigh on your minds every day you guys are trading.
Mark
and
is living off of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
But Mark's not living off. If he missed a day, he has money. Hey, darling, how you doing, OC?
You forgot.
Oh,
We
hey.
went to the ATM. Sanitize your hands.
Okay, so she is a stickler
I don't want us getting sick.
for sanitizing our groceries, our hands if we've gone out.
Yeah, you better check the grapes. She may have touched the grapes without the whatever.
Look, she's eating them too. She's doing the same thing, but as you can see, she's a lot smaller than me. Oh, that's Neo. Yeah. She's a lot smaller than me. So after about day 2, and she has a vegan channel, so I'm going to be a subject on her channel pretty soon. The longer I go, the more it's going to get her, some stuff to talk about on her show as well. So yeah, we're going to do that. But
that's what's so awesome. So and we all have different account balances, and we all start with different things. So we all have to be we have to be cognizant of that. There's so much mad respect for people who have just started out and have real life trials and tribulations they're overcoming at the same time.
Right.
And to be able to sit there and do this, because sometimes this is all the nerve-wracking you need, right?
Yeah.
So I just, I know you're saying it because you have lofty goals, but you're doing so awesome. I mean,
thank you.
It's incredible. So with that, you guys are overcoming so much. It's a testament. So
thanks, man. Yeah. And shout out to you too, Mark, because I know you're doing it and you've retired on it and you're using it to take care of your income. And I know you have, you don't have as small as account as I have, but at the same time, the pressure that you have because you are relying on that and you can't keep going in your account and end up depleting your savings. So you got to stay outside of it and bring new money in. And you're doing that. You know what I mean? So I applaud you as well.
2 options: succeed or go live under a bridge.
That's it. That's one of the best songs to play on the bass by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Oh my God, I love Under the Bridge.
I didn't even know that was a song. So how'd you do today, Mark?
Minimal.
Oh, hey,
I got caught up in when Weeble. I was in 2.
Yeah, I heard. Okay, I was
Weeble
at the
got locked
office, up. Mark, when you were asking about, you were saying something like you thought the option price on CRISPR was wrong or something.
It was temporarily because Weeble was locked up and it wasn't giving me. I just got into trade and I didn't know where it was at because the information I got was wrong, and even the phone app wasn't giving the right information. It was saying my price was $3.20, or whatever it was. I'm just making up. It said $3, but yet when I clicked on the option chart, it said it was $6. So I didn't know what to believe.
And that was on Weeble?
Yeah. I don't know how long it lasted.
Had a
I just finally clicked the sell button. I couldn't risk my account. I was in pretty good, so I just canceled. I didn't want to take a chance and then wake up and find out it was gone. You know what I mean? So, unfortunately, it went the other way. But the one went way up and the other one went down. So
so that CRISPR one. You had left, and that's when I got to sit down, and Ted had brought it up that it got some great FDA approval today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it went down the toilet since that news came out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What happened? That other one the other day, we couldn't even get in because it got FDA approval, and it was at $1 in the morning and $42 in the afternoon. That's the day Nate did extremely well, and I did well.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was going to take off anyway because they hacked out 10% of their workforce or something. So, I don't know what the deal was with it going the other way, but it did. It went clear up.
It went to VWAP.
$4 a share it went up on the options.
Yeah. So I'm going to watch that for next week. You know why, Mark? Sometimes the news takes 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
I've been waiting
Sometimes
30. I've been waiting 30 days for that one, and Weevil decides to lock up. So
that's
it is
disappointing.
what it is.
That
Well,
is
I
so.
was pulling over
I
to
could
the
have played.
side.
I could have played something else once it cleared up, but I didn't.
I was going to pull over to the side for you, Mark, because I do have the Fidelity account for the cash secured puts to see what the option price was for you. But by that time, there was like 900 other voices on there, and I just said, "Out the hell with it."
Yeah. I just went ahead. I just went ahead and sold, got out of it, and was done with it. When you can't do something, you might as well bail out. Just protect your account.
Right.
You know, if
Cash
you don't know what to
preservation.
do,
We got
Yeah,
Nate
yep.
on the panel. We got Nate on the
Got it.
panel. What's up, Nate?
cut.
Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Going up, Nate.
Good. How about you?
Doing all right.
How'd you do today? Bubbles, what's up, baby?
Hi,
Okay,
hi, hi,
Dad.
hi.
Well, both of you, welcome to the panel. Let's
Thank
start
you.
with you, Nate. How'd you do today, honey?
I did okay. I'm a little short on my goal, but I'm gonna get there. We got about 14 more days to trade. So,
How short are you on your goal? What is your goal? Tell everybody your goal.
my goal is to make 200,000 inside of 60 days or less. I'm about $2,800 short.
Woo! Good God Almighty.
Right?
That's some gains. That's some
Yeah.
gains.
So I want everybody to get together and break it up and send me
GoFundMe.
$100 a piece. Yeah.
Yeah, he said that in Zoom today. I was like, "Yeah, you're going to get a lot of traction on that, Nate."
right. We're all
Right?
over it, Nate. We're all
Yeah.
over it. I've got my sympathy fruit for Dawn today. Looky.
What,
Yeah.
are you eating grapes?
No, I got strawberries, blueberries, and blackberries.
Okay.
Oh,
It's a nice mixture. It's a nice
Yeah,
mixture.
yeah.
How'd you do in the market today?
And man, y'all had me today. I wanted to throw my phone and the computer. It was bad for me. So my brain was not able to compute, and there's still I'm on like, kindergarten, and some people are on like ready to go to college over there with the cash secure puts and stuff. And so
I know
sometimes,
it. I know, right? It's killing it.
sometimes, we spend a little too much time on things, not just that, but things. And so, I have to figure it out. I have to figure out how to, drown that out so that I can still pay attention to the last thing that worked for me or was working for me. So
but Bubbles,
today,
Bubbles,
t-
you know what?
mhm.
It's a good thing you make it aware to everybody because you're here just like everybody else. You paying your money, and you want to learn how to trade. And I think
Correct.
once you learn how to trade, then you can take advantage of the other stuff. But you keep on saying it. Just keep on saying it, and people will get. They'll start listening and they'll understand. We got a lot of new people in here that want to learn how to trade, and I think after what went on today, we might hear a little bit of conversation Monday on it.
Good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it has to be okay for a lot of you that
Yeah.
some of us may not ever want to go to options. I have
Right.
fun. I'm paying
Yeah.
my bills with just the stocks. I have
Yeah.
been. I don't need to necessarily, go to options. And so, options are the next step for me. So, yeah, I'm paying more attention to that. But,
Hmm.
maybe that next step needs to be more of a late afternoon thing. I don't know. There's got to be an answer for everybody, but it,
Well,
it
you do fine. I mean, look, options is just a choice, and Bucket will tell you that. Everybody in this panel will tell you that's an option. You trade whatever you want to do, and whatever's paying your bills, whatever's taking care of your family, that's what you do. Okay.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm doing okay with my little cash account. I'm doing okay, I'm doing
Right.
great, but I am doing options in my paper account, and that's great. I mean,
Right.
but that next step to the cash secure put and the poor man's covered calls and all of those things, and
Right.
breaking down everything, and
Mm.
everybody who's making it for me is keeping it simple, and for me, I just want to keep it simple.
Right.
And,
And
Then that's what you do.
once I get
and
simple, then I can move
yeah.
on. Yeah.
And the thing about it, Coach has got a real rounded group of people, so he has to put it out there that you can,
Yeah.
the ones that are making money can do this. The ones that's got small accounts can do this.
That's right. That's why that is.
Yeah.
It's going to be great that, it's great that we can hear you in the mornings. It's great that Coach has now got a small account. It's great,
Yeah. Yeah.
Bubbles,
perfect for everybody to learn.
I was in the same boat as you. It's funny. I came in, it's like, who wants to buy a stock and sell a stock at a higher price? I mean, this is going to be boring. And so I started with options and had, dramatic swings. I mean, my gains since last week, outside of the cash secured put thing, is all stocks. I stopped. I did an option trade with Apple today, and I didn't even put a stop in it until it got so low. I said, okay, I'll cash this thing out. And then, of course, it runs the whole rest of the afternoon. Everything I'm doing now is trying to become more qualified like Nate. And the reason is for me, and this doesn't mean it's true, I find the risk with stocks so much less. Okay?
Well, it is. It is.
Because, look, I know Coach has to caution all of us that your stock could fall 100%, 25% in 30 seconds. Okay. Is that going to happen once a month? May just happen once a year, right? So I've been spending all my time, unfortunately, and I know I really want to hear Nate's practice today, because he's actually went to the stock that I've been playing with, which is Soxel. It's a $20 stock that does have some volatility to it. And he did quite well with it today. So I'm with you, Bubbles. So the only options I'm really doing is the cash secured puts right now, because that option strategy is almost like a stock, because you're not buying the option for that day. You're just not, right? Today, whatever I did, and we don't have to get into them, I bought them for next Friday. I have no pressure on making money today, right?
But again, if we're playing football, you are on the offense and I am on the defense. And I know what you're doing, but I also need to do other stuff. I don't, you know what I mean? Every time somebody again says cash secured put, my brain goes like Charlie Brown's teacher. I can't, that's not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Agreed.
you gotta make, there's like a third of us. There's a third of us doing just stocks. There's a third of us doing options. And then there's the rest of y'all who are about to go to college and, fund other people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so there are times where you guys have to help us by when you get that extremely detailed, you're not necessarily answering the questions for the people who don't get to listen every day. And I've been here for over a year, but that does not mean that I get to listen every single day.
Right.
Yep. Got it.
Yeah, but the analogy you use is him being on offense, you're on defense. I don't agree with that analogy.
Well, you know what I
it's
mean.
Different. I know what you mean, but one investment strategy is not lesser than the other.
No, right. But I'm playing a different game than you are. I'm trying to stop them.
I'm trying to get back to stocks like I should.
We're all trying to make money, but for me, just an analogy. Don't overanalyze it. So, I'm just saying.
I'm going back to. I had to go back to stocks full time. I mean, I should have started that way, and I didn't.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree with my own self as well. I started with options, I learned with options,
mhm.
and I appreciate the education that the gentleman who was, I guess, I don't know if he was trying to start a group. He was just so fascinated with the fact that you could make $50 inside of 5 minutes that he was bursting to tell somebody and teach it to somebody. And I was in this was a sports group that I was in, and he's, oh, I got to teach you, I'm doing these options. And so he showed me how to do it, and that was the only thing I came to coach with. I wasn't in a group. My cup was completely empty, aside from the fact that I knew how to go on Robinhood and buy a call or a put. I knew the strategy, I knew what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. This whole, for years I had a Robinhood account, and I just thought you bought and hold. You bought and held, you bought and
Mm-hmm.
held. And I bought a few stocks and let them sit there, and then they made a couple of dollars. And when I say a couple, I mean a couple. And then one day I needed to pay some bills, so I sold them. You know what I mean? That was it. I never thought, I didn't know what scalping was, none of that. And the way to watch Nate do what he does in the morning, it puts a whole nother spin on it. And to know that you can not only do that, but not also have the time decay factor, the gamma
Mm-hmm.
factor, okay, and the delta factor. I
Mm-hmm.
love it
Right.
because
And
it's like,
worst case, if you didn't go into heavy,
yeah,
you can hold those. You haven't lost anything. You can watch them. And I guarantee
Right.
you within a month or two, they're going to come back around.
there's no theta, there's no time, there's no expiration on them. And what goes up comes down, and what goes down goes up. So if you lose 300, if the shit goes back up, excuse my French, you're
Mm-hmm.
getting your 300 back. It's not, oh, no, 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 we got to make up all of this ground before you even see any of that 300.
And
That's
I'm
not
not
the
saying
case.
go to extra channels or anything like that, because when you talk about those things that I'm not doing, I do try to write it down. I do have it in the back, and I do try to make sense of it. And I do, try to listen to the people who I know who they know what they're talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
and I do that. But what I'm saying is it just needs to be,
Right. Was
held.
you in there this morning, Bubbles?
Not in VIP this morning, pre-market. No, I wasn't.
No.
I wasn't
Okay.
either.
If
Well,
you
I hope
was
he.
in there this morning,
Oh
Mark
boy.
can tell you.
Woo!
If you was in there
Yeah.
this morning,
Hopefully he'll
man,
be
let me
here.
tell you, it was perfect, wasn't it, Mark? It
Yeah,
was
brand new
perfect.
trader. Hopefully he'll
JD.
come in here and tell his story. It was
He's
Yes,
been
awesome.
on
I
the
was
sir.
panel.
excited.
He's been on the panel all week, and he killed it
Yeah.
this morning in the pre-market. He
I
and
was
Nate.
trying to get my son to come tell some stuff too, because he listened all day and was,
Yeah.
laughing at y'all. And he's got his own little account, he's doing his own little thing. And so he went and got a haircut. So I'm hopeful I can get
Yeah.
him in here.
Yeah, I'm sure
JD
JD will
said,
be in after he gets back from work. So
yeah, he said he was going to try to make it through. But yeah, that was a thing of beauty, and anybody that was lucky enough to be in on that got the true training that you try to do. Where'd he go? The true
He'll be back.
training.
I
Yeah,
guarantee you, he got a phone call.
yeah,
yep.
that's probably what happened.
Oh, Nate. Sorry,
Um,
Nate.
but that's, if you could see how Nate talked him through that, and how we were all backing him up and talking him through that. Mark was, I was, we were all kind of helping him through that trade, and
Yay.
it was amazing to watch. You know what I mean? He's back and listen to.
So the pre-market was really good today then.
Yes.
One time.
No, I love
Nah,
pre-market,
Yeah.
it's more than one time.
Don't tell Coach, but
But
that is the
had.
thing. Like, he could charge just for that. And when he figures that out, we're all in
Oh
trouble.
yeah.
He kind of
Yeah.
is, because if you're
Don't.
not in a
He did. He
VIP,
did when he
you
moved it
can't
I
to
get
know,
in.
but
VIP.
he could do that just by itself for people that can only get in that little bit of time. You know what I mean? It's a
Yeah,
time thing.
yeah. Bless you.
Sorry.
Yeah, bless you. Sorry.
Nate, what happened? You got a call?
Apparently he had to go sweep his carpet.
So,
So, yeah, go ahead, Bucket.
yeah, I was going to ask Bubbles. So you traded stocks today? I mean, a little bit about, because you didn't seem very excited. Was it, which stocks do you trade normally? Are you a hot stock pick, or are you those 7 that he normally does?
Always a hot stock pick. Yeah,
Okay.
always. Yeah, I love those.
Oh,
Those
okay.
those are worth everything.
Yes, they are. Oh my God, I love them. I
Everything.
absolutely love them.
I
I want
mean,
to
Was there a runner today at all, Bubbles?
let me look. Let me get out of my paper because my paper was the first day that I've ever traded paper that I was read, and I'm still upset about it. I might not sleep tonight.
Oh, you'll sleep.
Okay, let's see. So what did I do today? I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't think I did much today. I get a couple of different little alerts. Yeah.
That's another thing. There's an app called Stock Screener that we've been talking about. That's really cool.
I'll
That
write
mimics,
that down.
yeah.
Not dip traders.
I use dip traders as
So,
well, but it's called Stock Screeners.
yeah, that one we found. It's on the. We put a link to it in the Discord this morning. Real early this morning. It mimics the Weeble's Tops widget. So it's got the same ones in it, the same order and
Hey,
everything. It uses the same parameters, kind of what they use to screen stuff with.
question for you guys. The gentleman that came on the call yesterday on the Zoom in the afternoon to answer questions and stuff. I forget his name. He doesn't come
Jimmy?
on often, but he's been with
Jimmy?
there it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
talking about Jimmy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. He mentioned a place that he got his news and stuff. Does anybody remember what that was?
Investing.com.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. He uses
I
investing.com.
didn't write that down yesterday because I'm trying to go to all these websites y'all talk about.
Isn't that what Nate used? Well, that's the one Nate be talking about too, huh?
Mitch
Um,
was big on that one too.
Wait,
yeah,
say
Nate
again?
uses Market Watch and Market Beat.
Yeah, that's.
Are they paid?
That
You have
is
to
simple.
pay for those, or
No,
You
I
know
don't think
what,
so.
Bucket? Every time I go on Market Watch, you there is a free version, but they're always trying to get you to subscribe, like on a weekly or annual. So yeah, it has subscriptions. I guess you get more for it,
You
but
do.
yeah.
do you get it more real time? Is the free stuff delayed?
I don't know. That's a good question. Mark, do you know that answer?
Not on Market Watch, not the news. Your main news sites, establishment news sites, they're all pretty on. Now stock quotes on those sites may be delayed, but
Okay.
Okay, so Market Watch. What did you say? Insider what? Or
investing.com.
investing?
Investing.com.
Okay.
What's the
Investing.com is a
Will
lot
y'all
of
put them
stuff
in the
on it.
Discord so that some of us can get them that are on the go? And
Yeah.
to answer your question earlier, the thing I was in this morning was that FFIE, that hot stuff.
Ah.
Oh wow,
Oh
that
yeah,
did
that
have a
one went
nice
up.
run in the
Yeah.
morning. I
I
heard it
saw
at the
that.
dentist office when he was doing that.
Shout out to Lee. Lee called that out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
Yeah, that
And
So
was
what's
then
the one you was had this morning, dog? You said you could do the trade from it and everything.
Huh?
I said, what's the one you was in this morning that you can trade from and everything that looked just like Weevil?
It's
The
called
site.
Stock Screener.
Oh, okay.
So what
Yeah,
There's
the
a
other
link
app.
news
in it.
service do you
Discord.
use, Mark?
Excuse me?
You said Market Watch. What's the other one you use?
Bazinga.
Okay.
And there's another one called Market Beat.
I mean, I'll surf around all of them briefly. Fox News, The Business, CNN, CNBC. You know, especially if I'm trying to find something specific and it don't show up on one, you go to the other one.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
You'll find the ones that you like and how it, your preferences, because they all have different styles to them.
I literally keep CNBC on my TV right next to me all day.
Yeah.
So I'm like watching that all day long. On top of listening to the group and everything. So yeah, always trying to stay abreast.
So one last thing on your Weebleization today, Mark. I noticed this afternoon, at least at Soxel, because that's the one I was watching. There were times that it would actually skip an entire 1 minute candle and then go back and fill it in. And then there were times the candle would look wick, body, wick. And then when this next candle was being done, the previous candle changed. I thought it was really weird. And I didn't notice that before, but I was watching candle by candle today just because that was some of the advice of the gentleman from yesterday. Um, and it's amazing. Those candles actually changed while it was on the next first or second candle. I don't know if that was a Weeble thing or that's just what happens. I don't know.
Just a glitch, probably.
Yeah. Because once a candle's completed, it should be completed. It shouldn't be affected by the next candle moving. That should already be done. I've seen it
Right.
happen on the EWO bars where, if the candles up top are doing something different, the EWO bars will go up and down until they're completed. But I've never seen it happen with an actual candle that's already been completed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Weird. Speaking of which, I took a screenshot of Apple today. And this thing is absolutely crazy what it did. This is nuts. But if you got in right down here at the first 2-minute EWO where it's just a little bit of green, you could have literally rode that out all day, and that's how I ended up making the $100. I paid $105 to get into it. No, yeah, $105 and made $105.
All right.
No,
All right.
108. So that is one of those perfect EWOs, guys. It right here is a bunch of chop, but if you can hold on to it and believe in coach's strategy, because look, aside from just piercing VWAP here a few times and getting in a little bit of chop here, after that was where the payday was. Now you could have got in and out and started over and did different EWOs, but if you got in originally and just wrote it out, ultimately you would have made money. And when David was talking about what he was talking about at the end of the day, just doing the same thing over and over, you can do that over and over as long as if you're getting in a call, it's the 24 and 55 are over VWAP, the 21 is over the 55, the MA 200 is over, and the trend is up and that second candle is there. Get in the trade and do a call. It should work 9 out of 10 times. Sometimes it won't. Like yesterday, I had a couple situations where I got in and it did not go my way. And I also, had I known the levels, I would have probably not gotten in the EWOs. So they work together, those strategies. But if you get in there, 8 out of 10 of those trades are going to turn out exactly like this, even with the chop. So you got to be consistent. You know what I mean? Consistency is the key. That's what you have to work on. That's what I have to work on. That's what a lot of us have to work on. Besides getting rid of the fear and not working off of the greed and the FOMO, consistency is what I'm focused on right now. Means everything to me to make $100 a day, period. That's all I want to do. And all I want to do is a 2-minute EWO. I tried scalping. I suck at it. You know what I mean? Remember, I talked about that. So I said, I think I'm better at scalping. Well, it turns out, yeah, the EWO's the thing. And that's it. You know, I'm like, it's a lot less stressful, really, when you think about it. If you set it and set your stop and let it go, it's going to do what it does. Coach is right.
Yeah, no. The key to the EWO is the entry. Period.
Yes.
If you get a great entry, you're golden.
That's all you got to do. That's really all you have to do. You know,
Yeah, and I got in the crappy entry on Apple between those two that went under VWAP. I got in on this one and got out on the next one. And if I would have just every Friday, I tell myself for Apple, if it's a call, do not have a stop.
Yeah.
If you're going to get into it. And I didn't for a while. And then I saw it was down like $50. And I was like, all right. Coach also says, don't let your losers lose more. And I was like, okay, I'll eat it on this one. And what happens? 2 candles later, it's above VWAP, and you guys are running in the money. Yeah. All right? That's what was frustrating about.
I did the same thing. I glanced at it, and I saw $34 down. I saw at one point I was $24 up. Then I saw $34 down, and I said, don't do it. Don't pay attention to it.
That was smart.
Get away from it. I'm like, put the phone down, go do something else. Your stop is in there. Don't worry about it. Just let it do what it does. At least, damn it, give it to the end of the day. See what happens. See what all the hoopla is about. David swears by this. Coach swears by it. You've done it before. Stop being sporadic. Let it go. Wait till the end of the day. Then look at your P&L. Then see where you're at. and I'll be damned if it wasn't $100. So, and it could have been 180 because the son of a bitch kept going. But I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to take this, and I'm at my $100 goal. And I know Coach says not to do that, but David made perfect sense when he said at the end of it, because it was at the end of the day. It was the end of the day. So Theta would have ultimately ended up eating me up anyway. So I'm happy that I got out.
He got out. The only one that stayed in was Ted. Ted was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna write it." I'm like, "Ted, okay."
Well,
What
I
the hell's
was
Ted doing
griping
in
at
that?
everybody at lunchtime because I was down $5,000 in my paper account. I was blaming everybody.
Wow.
But I was able to ride Apple for a little while, and I made it back up, and so now I was only like down $3,000. So I'm still gonna
Okay.
post that later, but still depressing.
Yeah, I gotta post mine too. I gotta post it. I keep forgetting. I don't do that consistently, so I have to post.
I never have, but I'm gonna do mine for the week. So
Let me ask you all a technical question for journaling.
Yep.
When should we account for the dividends from the Teslas and all that kind of stuff for purposes of recording it in the journal? The day it's paid or the day we know what it is?
I love you, but point to which one of us you think has dividend stocks. Like right now. We are all getting into this. We're all training. Oh, you do? I'm sorry. He does.
No,
Ask
I
him.
was gonna say I just recorded the
I
day
am
that you get it.
learning.
I'm sorry, Ralph?
I said I would say record it whenever you get it.
When it's actually deposited in the account.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
That makes sense because then it's actually
Yeah.
net and it's
And
done.
it's yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may want to make a journal entry that it was declared on this date, so you
See, I
don't
can't wait
forget
to
what
know
date of
about
the
that
month.
stuff. And I'm
If it
buying
doesn't
one
affect,
stock every time I make a little bit of money. Sorry, I didn't mean to
Yeah.
talk over
No,
you.
no, you're
But
Go ahead.
I'm not there yet. But I by next month I'll have 5 or 6.
Interesting. Okay, good.
yeah.
All
When
right,
you
cool.
get the day the dividends paid out, or I just went brain dead. Anyway, when it's paid out, that's when the stock price drops. So it drops by that much. So
Okay, got it. Okay.
that way, if you're keeping track of if you happen to be keeping track of your stock prices and you don't remember why it dropped like that on that certain date, you go, oh, that was when the dividend.
Yeah, I don't mean to bring up the VIP session here. I was just curious what you all think is a good record date.
That's a basic dividend thing there.
Okay, bud.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep.
When you get paid from your Ford dividend, then how about that?
Mm-hmm.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
So I have queued up Carter's video of the day. Shout out to Carter, guys. Carter is going to school and still editing videos nonstop for Coach's YouTube channel. If you do not understand some of the stuff that we're talking about, go watch the videos on YouTube. He has a plethora of them, and he's got several playlists. If you click the playlist section, you can focus just on the 2-minute EWO. If you are a member of American Dream Trading, you can go in the Discord and look at the training videos there as well. But I'm going to go ahead and play this video here.
Don,
Yeah.
how many does it take to make a plethora?
A plethora? A lot.
A cornucopia.
Trading,
Copious amount.
a cornucopious amount. Let's watch Trading with VWAP. Everybody make sure you take notes. And if you can't take notes, just go on YouTube and watch it again yourself.
Since you bought it on VWAP and your stop is just above VWAP, allowing for a little breakthrough, not confirmation, this is the easiest trade you will ever make because it's either going to go your way, which it looks like it wants to, and bleed out, or you're immediately going to get stopped out for like a 3% loss. It's the best trade in the business, except for, my double tops, triple bottom stuff. You guys understand? It's so simplistic in every way off of this trade. So you should not be hesitating. You should not be fearing it. Hammer it and put your stops in. Done. Set it and forget it. If it loiters around and it will never make a decision off of VWAP, don't trade it. This has clearly touched, broke. See the difference? It moves. It tried to make moves. It was to the upside all day, and then it tried to go, and it was weak. Then it tried to pop back up. It was weak, and now you're to the downside. Test, triple bottom, break. Everybody see that? Yeah, you do. Now you're like light bulb. Triple bottom, break. Stop right here. Right? That's a no-brainer.
Sounds like we watched that one already. I love when I see a chart. I still love when I see a chart pattern like that. When I see that, though, I used to be like, oh, that's. I see that right there, a chart pattern like that. That triple top, triple that range. All right, I used to be afraid of it. Now, I get it in.
Smell money.
You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on that thing to reverse and go back in the range.
Wow. Dude, I'm telling you, that VWAP training is stellar, because usually when it pops above, you know it's gonna go. It's gonna go. It's gonna fly. But see, here's my thing. The question I have. I guess there's no way to know which one's gonna break, either the triple top or the triple bottom. I guess you have to wait for the break and hold, because it could have very well gone to the top, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
If it would have went over the VWAP, it would have you would have got hit, but your stop would have got hit.
So the fact that it didn't
that
go
was
through
going
that
down.
Yeah. So the fact that it went up on that third time and didn't break and started down, that to me says chances are it's probably going to break that fourth downtime.
Mm-hmm. Need to be paying attention when you're getting them doubles and triples. You know, something's going to happen. You just got to wait that few seconds and see which it is.
Yeah.
Be ready for it.
Okay, so considering the fact that we've been talking about some straddle training recently, especially when we asked Jimmy about his straddle, this is one of the videos that Carter put up today. Straddle training, everybody.
Is you guys can do this on all key critical levels as well. You're like, oh, triple top, bing, bing, bing. You don't know for sure if it's going to go up or down. Wouldn't that be a perfect time for a straddle? Bing. You don't know for sure if it's going to go up or down. How about you have a call and a put, and then have a stop on each one? Look, they're both just going to be the same exact strike price and the same exact expiration date. Once you start changing those, you're doing a strangle and not a straddle.
Fantastic. Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Thank you, Coach.
You got it.
Coach, what stop loss do you use on straddles?
They have to be enough. There's never a definitive answer, ever. There's never a definitive answer. But you do have to allow it room, right? Because sometimes it'll go, oh, we think it's going to go up. And you're like, oh, I got stopped out right here, and then I got stopped out right here. Damn it, right? So you got to give it some breathing room. Because what do you care? Because if one goes up and one goes down, aren't they going to balance each other out? Because at the end of the day, what you want it to just keep going, right? So even if you had a 20 to 30% or whatever you come up with, whatever your stop loss is, even if it's great up here and down here, one of them's going to take over, pay for the other one that it went the other way, and the rest is pure money, right? You guys know exactly what to do on double tops, triple bottoms, right? It's all the same. You can do a straddle everywhere. You could do you guys could do a straddle at the open of the bell. You could buy a call and a put a stop and a stop. Which way do you want to go? Let's see what happens today.
I have
right? You could lose
Never
in the
done
middle, obviously, but you understand that's the idea of it. One will take over and pay for the one you lost on. If your call goes running, it'll pay for the put you lost money on and vice versa. Does that make sense?
Let's say you were trying to buy a straddle at a double top or a double bottom. How would you differentiate where you should buy the straddle rather than
let's say if you're at the top of your drawing that you drew or at the bottom of your drawing that you drew. That was primarily my question.
Yeah, they're identical, so it doesn't matter. Anytime you're running into a critical area, let's say that's the critical area, that's the critical area. It comes down, touches, touches, here's your straddle. It goes up, touches, 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 there's your straddle there. You could have straddled there, you could have straddled there, you could have straddled there. Does that make sense? Yep, because it's either going to go down or it's going to go up, right? It's just better to wait for a big key critical area of like a double bottom or a double top or a triple because it's more likely in that range to have a bigger move than just kind of in the middle of a channel, right?
Dude, that's awesome. And you have a lot of people that are starting to pick up on the fact that, a straddle is a really valid strategy and start to use that stuff. You know what I mean? I've tried them a couple times. Unfortunately, I got them at a time when I think I made money on one straddle. The other one that I did got in a channel and I ended up losing 20, $30 both ways. Bucket, didn't you say that happened to you? Is he still in here?
Yeah, I don't see him.
No. Yeah, but
the opening bell was. I mean, how often does the opening bell come out choppy? It don't. It either goes all the way up or all the way down for them few minutes. That would be a great place to do it if that's the way you wanted to play it.
Which stock though?
Oh, whatever one you want.
Apple.
Because some stuff's choppy like that. Like Spy, I don't know that I'd do it on Spy. Maybe
Apple.
Apple?
All of them take off one way or another every day. They always shoot to the moon. Like today, they always shoot to the moon, 6 or 7 candles, and then they come back down.
Right.
Well, what he said there was you don't know which way. Is it going to go up or is it going to go down since that bell ring? Buy one on each side. You'll know within 10 seconds, generally.
I feel like you're going to try it.
No, I'm not. No. I haven't done it yet. I'm not. I don't get in until 10 o'clock now. I stay out.
Yeah.
So hopefully things calm down. But yeah, there's all kinds of different strategies to make money. I mean, it's that's not for me, but
yeah.
At this point in my learning, let's put it that way. Never say never.
Yeah. Never say never. That's true. I think now would be a good time to do a commercial. Mark, what do you think?
Yes.
I don't know. I keep hearing this thing on the internet. These people making money, but I don't know where they go to learn that.
I think it's a place called American Dream Trading.
It's fun.
Go to AmericanDreamTrading.com to get your membership. Get the VIP. If you put in code VIP1000, that $2,500 price that you saw in there for the annual membership, you will get $1,000 off for your first year. If you put in code Christmas, whether it's lowercase or uppercase, you will get what was it? You will get $250 off your first month if you choose a monthly membership. And last but not least, you'll get a 5-day trial on any of the non-VIP premium memberships, which still includes access to our Discord. It also gives you access to tons of training materials, videos, flashcards, you name it. And you get a 5-day trial on the monthly, the quarterly, or the annual. So go to American Dream Trading. The link is down in the description of the video. JD!
Hello.
What's going on, brother?
Just another beautiful day. Fortunate enough to wake up, trade with you guys, and I get to go to work too. So
wow,
I had a great day.
Nate on here a little while ago, man, and he was talking about you. He was really impressed with this morning, and we were talking about how this morning's pre-market was one of the best that we've had because of the trade that you made and allowed us to come in and help you, Mark and Nate, and a few of us that commented, and you listened
Yeah.
to us and you made some money. You want to
I,
talk to us
I
about it?
yeah, I learned so much. First, thank you. I was really humbled that you guys took the time to help me and guide me. It really felt good to know that so many people that really don't know me took the time to help me make a wise decision, a great trade. I made the most profit I've ever made. I think I made $147 on one trade. And,
Woo! Nice.
because of you guys, I was able to learn so much. Thank you guys,
Yeah,
all of you.
you're
So,
welcome, dude. You
but,
did it though. You did it.
no,
It was
thank you.
you. You got in
Thank
on
you.
the right. You got in at the right entry. I remember hearing about the fact that you got in at, what was it, like $2 or something like that?
$2,
Yeah, two
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
bucks. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
went in and got in. You did it just like Nate trains. Wait for it to hit that level. You
You,
went in and
yeah.
you set it up. You set it
I,
up right.
Waited in the weeds.
Oh,
Yep.
that's what I kept hearing his voice. Wait in the weeds, and I looked at the price. I said, "Oh, this is it. This is what he's talking about."
Okay, so let me
telling
ask you a
you.
question. How did
Yeah.
you identify that the $2 level would be something that might get picked up for you? That was the weeds.
So I looked at the price. I've been looking at the 4 hour and the 1 day, and I just been every day any stock that I want to look that I'm considering to get into. I'll look at the daily, the 4 hour, and then I'll zoom down to the 1 hour, and then down to the minute. But it's just my way of seeing if it's going in the right direction or not. And I looked, it was pretty much at yearly average, and I said, well, I can't get much lower than this. I might as well just jump in now, and the worst that could happen is it goes up 10, 15 cents, and that's all I get out of it. But I felt like it was going to be, like Ralph said, dead cat bounce, where it would go up significant amount after the bottom drop. So I said, hey, let me get in. Let me get in now. This is the lowest it's been in a long time. So let me do this.
That was smart. That
Yeah.
was smart. That's what you have to do. Chart it out. Mark's always talking about chart it out, see the levels that it's been, some of the
Right.
lowest points that it's been. Has
Right.
it been there recently? And
Mhm.
if it has, use that information and set your limit by.
Oh
You
yeah.
know?
Oh yeah.
So that's awesome.
So I jumped in there, very happy. I was very patient. I just waited. I let it go as long as I did, and I wasn't worried about it because I was so in the money. It didn't really matter, I was just
Dude,
like, okay.
I don't know that we put enough emphasis on how important that entry is. If nothing else proved it, that's two occurrences for me today personally, through you and through my own trade, where I saw where that entry, and Coach preaches this, and Nate preaches this. Entry is everything. If you
Yeah.
get in early enough, it doesn't matter too much what the stock is doing, because you're going to end up in the profit unless it does something drastic, like goes way below and breaks and hold under VWAP, or above if you're in a put. Then
Yeah.
you want to go ahead and shave.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no reason to.
Can I just say how much I appreciate everyone in the VIP room in the morning, how you guys are taking it down to easy trades, looking at the L2 and understanding that how much better that's going to make us as traders moving forward in the future. I am so grateful that you guys taking the time to slow it down and taking it step by step and showing, like Mark, thank you for showing us how to set up, because there was the step where you try to purchase and then it goes to an extra screen that says, are you sure? And it slowed Nate down, and you helped him, but you also helped me because I was following that and it helped me out. And I was jumping in and out of the trade really quick without having to press an extra button, which saved lots of money. So just things like that. I'm so
even
grateful.
if you do that every day,
Yes.
somebody does. Somebody speaks up every day. Some new person,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it makes all the difference to start out your day on a positive note like that, and everybody just has your back and they'll talk you through anything.
You're so right, Bubbles.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't be ever afraid to ask a question, because somebody else probably has that same question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially you, Mark. You're really good at taking people by the hand and walking them through trades. You know what I mean? You give them tough love, and you
in
do
my
really
own
well
little
done.
world. in my
Yeah.
own little world. Now, you don't want to ask me a question about covered calls
It's
or
a nice wake up in the morning, and then you get your coffee, and then Coach gets going,
yeah,
and then you're like,
yeah.
wow, I'm awake.
Somebody's going to ask about
Then you're
covered
ready for
calls or
the
cash
bell.
your puts. That's not me.
Yeah.
I don't deal in that. I mean, I understand it. I could probably explain the basics, but if
Yeah.
somebody's got a question, I'm not the one to do that because that's
Yep.
not part of my trading repertoire right now. And
Yeah.
that's why you focus on what you like. You
That's
try to
what I said
when you
earlier.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
exactly.
exactly.
Whatever interests you, you'll put more energy into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
Nate don't want to put any energy into learning options. He said it plain and clear. I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do those. Why?
The
Why
great
would
thing
he?
about being at home
Huh?
is when, they get off on a thing that, isn't my thing, I can go do something else, work out, wash dishes, whatever, do the
Yeah.
laundry.
Yeah.
But if I'm out and about, or if I'm out doing, working, then I have you in my ear and I'm just hostage. I'm just a hostage to all of it.
No, that
And I
was
can't
nice.
even type.
That L2 was perfect today because it climbed steady and then it would pause
On
and then it
Apple?
would climb up on JD's, whatever that one he traded. And then it would go
Oh,
up
the
and then it
early
went up
one.
somewhere
Gotcha.
and then it paused and you could see it was going to pull back because the L2 showed the big walls in there.
Yeah.
He was able to see that, and so was a lot of other people. Like, oh, it makes sense now. It was
And
perfect
I
because
wasn't in
it
VIP. Is that
yeah
something y'all can share now or not?
yeah. It's just
Sorry, I
how
didn't
we're
mean to talk over you.
just how we're doing with the L2.
No, but which one was the stock is what I'm saying.
Oh,
I don't.
yeah,
I
yeah.
have no
It was
idea.
MLGO.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
that's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that was one of our hot stock picks.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
looked at that too
Yeah.
today.
Yeah,
Exactly.
if you look at
All
the
the hot stock.
pre-market,
Good.
Yeah. All those hot stock picks, I write them down and I look at them every day to see what I
Yeah,
can learn
me
from
too.
them.
I
So
got it right.
yeah.
but that one was good to where it had little pauses, so you could even slowed it down more, and you
Mhm.
could see the orders coming in and out, and where the walls were, and where the buy orders were coming in. So, and that was exciting, and we were all excited for him. I don't know. You may have been the only one in it at that time, weren't you?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Nate
We
was,
all were rooting him on. We were all cheerleading from the side. It was exciting. It was
yeah, Nate
exciting
was in
watching
it.
others.
Yeah.
Yeah, there might have been one or two others too, but
Yeah.
it is exciting watching too because you learn.
Yeah. So much
When
to learn.
when you're not emotionally invested in that trade, financially invested in the trade, it makes it a lot easier to try to learn something.
You
You
know,
can watch what's going on.
I have to give it to Don too. I just remember her saying, "Shave, take it
Yeah.
now," and I was like,
Yep.
"You're right. You're right. You're right."
Yeah. Yeah, it's too bad we didn't think of that sooner when it was clear up at the top. Huh?
Oh, that's
But
okay.
but you'll remember that now.
Oh
You
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Everybody got excited, pumped everybody up for the day doing that. So
Yeah, that was great energy.
Great start to the day, just like I said.
Yeah.
Feels great going into, the day already making money, a little bit of money, even if it's, a little, it's great.
Yep.
Mhm.
You all right, Ralph?
I'm
You look
fine.
sleepy. You look sleepy.
I'm exhausted.
No sleep crew.
I'm just exhausted.
Yeah.
I'd say
Yeah.
sleep in tomorrow, but I know neither one of us will. Still be at the same time
Yeah.
I'm just,
for
Now-
no reason.
Not when you're used to getting up every day like that. It's like, your biological clock kicks in and it's like, oh, time to get up. Saturday or not.
Today.
Yeah.
I took a nap today.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't. I don't have to be anywhere that I don't want to be. Generally, I mean, I do have commitments I got to make, but I don't have a 9 to 5. So if I'm up at 2 a.m. and talking to Ralph at 2 a.m. in the morning for I don't know what reason, I could go take a nap later.
Right.
I do it because I
just
love trading.
Oh yeah, yeah. Always
You
something
know?
to learn. So
I do too.
yeah, the only good thing about Friday nights,
What?
there's only a few days till Monday morning.
That's true.
Start all over.
That
again.
would be true.
That's right. We get to catch up on sleep on Saturday and Sunday.
Me.
When I got into this, I thought it was just stocks, right? And I see so many different things that we can do, and now I have so many more goals. But man, is it too? Is it? And I'm being completely honest. Is it too greedy of me, or is it too much to say to try to replace my income with this and make this my full time? Like, am I wrong for saying that, or because I feel like
Well, no,
that was
that's
a
what
dream.
that's everybody's goal, right?
Yeah.
So, like, set your goal, figure out what your bills are,
Yeah,
and then subtract that by the number of days you have to trade in that month,
yeah,
and then, figure out if you can do it, and figure out a plan B if you can't.
yeah.
I mean, I would.
That's what I'm doing.
I
you do
wouldn't
it?
just out quit your job until you're sure
It-
that
yes,
and you know and you're knower that you can do it.
right.
David
Yeah.
was really successful for the longest time. I'm surprised he didn't quit his job sooner, but he stayed in there. He had a goal and he stayed in there. When he knew it in his knower, then he finally just said, "That's
Yeah,
enough."
yeah.
Yeah.
Me, I got thrown into it.
Yeah.
Life, things change. That's why they call it life. So I decided to do it full time. So then,
Yeah.
I knew pretty quickly that I was not going to go actively look for another job.
Right.
This
Yeah.
is my job.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Brad,
You just don't.
Right.
You just don't want to have to put yourself under no pressure, man. I'm telling you.
right.
The
Yeah,
yeah.
the,
I
the
have to
turning
make. I
point.
have to make money. You don't have to.
Right.
Like,
You will
Yeah.
know. It'll be an internal thing. It's so funny too because when Jen and I started our business, it was kind of like the same thing. When I ended up getting laid off or terminated from the job,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, you know what, I'm gonna start that delivery business, and I did it with my 401k.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't ready to quite jump ship just yet. So she was forced into it. So our back was against the wall. So we did it
Right.
because we had to do it. So I would say this, right? There's two different strategies there. One is who was the ship captain that said, "Let's go here and we're going to burn our ships."
Oh, I forget
Yeah.
but
You
yeah,
know
I
what
know.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about. So on one hand, you got to cut the apron strings, get rid of the safety net, and
right.
put your back against the wall if you want to fully throw yourself into it and make sure that you're successful. I think Cox did that. But ultimately, he ended up going back to the job because right now, at this time, it didn't work out. But he's
Right.
still trading with the job.
Yeah.
So you can either cut the apron string and go full force, or take your time and get to a point where you are like David was. Like Mark said, that
Right.
hey, I'm making the real telltale sign when you're making more trading than you're making at your job
Listen,
consistently.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna just say something, and no disrespect to Don, and I'm trying to be nice. I absolutely listen. You better not quit your job until you are profitable trader, right?
Right.
I
That's
Right.
what I
Until you
just
can
said.
get
Yeah.
this together.
Yeah.
No, you
And
said
reduce
cut
your
the card and
debts.
go full
I
sprint.
was going to say, does your job have
You need
insurance?
to have at least
Insurance is
a
important.
year worth of living expenses, and then you might want to double that on top of that, and then try
Right.
to go and trade and quit your. Listen, you want to have more income streams as you can, right?
Right. Yeah.
But
No.
take your time
So
out there. The reality is, you do not want to put yourself in a position where you're
yes,
trying to
sir.
just struggle to
Absolutely.
trade. Take
Yes,
your
sir.
time at this, and I do not recommend that. If somebody be like, "Yeah, you can quit your job and trade," run from that person.
Well,
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
Ralph, come on now, get
Right?
it right. I didn't just say go
I'm
rogue
not
and quit
talking
your
about
job.
you, Don. Did I didn't. I'm not talking
Make
about
make
you.
goals for
Listen, there's been too much
2024. It's
fussing
about
going
to
on today.
start. So, well, they argue.
It's too
Sorry, y'all.
much,
But
right?
like I want to
Yeah.
make a grand in January. I want to make
Yeah.
1,500 in February.
Yeah.
Something
Oh
like that.
yeah.
Whatever's appropriate for you. But you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
And
No.
It's
then
also
see
Definitely.
if you
helpful.
can
It's
do it.
also helpful if you don't have any debts when you go to retire, or you get a
Right.
majority of
Hmm.
them paid off.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
entered this. I entered this business with the same debts I had the 2 days before when I was fully employed. So
Oh.
that none of that changed. So
Yeah. While I was in the Marine Corps, I learned that my job was a diesel mechanic. So when I came out to Las Vegas, I lost my job and my back was up against the wall, like Don says. And I didn't know anything else but being a mechanic. So I started my own small business in 2016, and I still own the business now. So I own my own mobile diesel mechanic job. So anytime someone breaks down in Las Vegas, they call me. Rain or snow, heat or cold, I'm there. and I usually work from 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. But I'm trying to mix this into it, so now I don't take calls until 6 o'clock in the morning, and I get out at 2:30 or 2 to make it home, so I can be here and learn it. But my goal was 1 full year of learning as much as I can and see where I end in after a year, and if I have enough capital to start working less days as a diesel mechanic and adding more days as a full-time trader until eventually there is no days that I have to work as a mechanic and I'm full-time trader.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
That's an awesome plan.
If you find that you're consistent as a trader and you're constantly making more than what you did, and you do have that savings, at some point you do have to make decision to go for it. You know what I mean? So that's a good way to do it, And Ralph, I wasn't fussing with you. I completely agree. There has been a lot of fussing today, unnecessary.
Yeah, I ain't trying to do that. I'm just trying to get the facts.
Yeah.
The facts is
I
it
just
takes
put my strawberry in my mouth.
trader
Don't say nothing.
It takes a trader 1 to 6 years on average.
Yes.
That's the average time that it takes from a person to just learn trading and become profitable at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
People that do it in 1 year, that's unicorns, fam. Is it possible? It absolutely is. Is it realistic? It's absolutely not. Okay, right? It might take you 8 years. The average time is 6 years. So that means if it take you 12 years, right? You still within that average. You know what I mean? So
each person is different.
So
somebody could do it in 6 months.
If you jump out there, right, and be like, I'm gonna just quit my job, you might as well go to what they go look for jobs at now.
Man, shoot, the way Bucket's going, Bucket might do it in 6 months.
Bucket got a job too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But it's still trading his ass off.
Yeah. Everybody in this room knows the quality of training that we get at ADT from
Yeah.
And from day one, I've been in here since January, and I'm like, oh man, I'm learning all kinds of stuff. I mean, but I would still do dumb things. And if I look back right now, I would have went with traded stocks. Unfortunately, I can't go back. You can't go back. Can't live your life full of regrets. All you can do is move forward. If something happens in life, just keep moving forward. Somebody throws an obstacle, you get in an argument, whatever. Just keep moving forward. Don't worry, it's all water under the bridge. You can't go back and get it once it goes down the river. So, but if I had to, like I say, if I had to do it all over again, I'd have went straight stocks. Just do what Nate's doing. I'm thinking, man, if I had that extra money now, like I had then, I'd be dangerous.
God, I said the same thing. We had gotten a business loan a few years ago and had quite a bit. I'm like, God, if I had known then what I know now, that would have went straight into a trading account. I would have done like Nate did. I would have put 27,000 in it and traded with the 2. And oh my God, but I would have waited.
I got a phone call today. It was a telemarketer, and I knew it was. I'm like, I'm going to answer it. Normally, I don't. Hi, sir. She could hardly speak English to start with. Oh, you received information from us a couple of weeks ago on getting you been qualified for a loan and da. I'm like, okay, here we go. I'm gonna mess with her. I waited for her to ask the question. I let her read her script. You can tell she wasn't very good at what she was doing, but she was trying. Well, how much was it you was looking? I'm like, well, I'm invested in the stock market. $10 million loan would be pretty good. That would be good seed money for my trading account. And it was like, big cause. And then she hung up, click. She didn't know what to say. Oh, I'll take a $10 million loan. Yeah, just go ahead and send it to me. It's like,
wow.
Hey, you guys, quick question.
Yeah.
Do you guys think we should try to push, and I'm not saying push people to do it, but to max out 2024 as ADT as a family and see how many people can maybe work only part-time instead of full-time, or quit their jobs, or make life-changing wealth in 2024, like start like a competition, something?
Dude, I think it would be awesome if we broke out into teams. You know that? That would be really cool. Why?
Because
we're all competitive. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Listen, let me tell
I
you
just don't
something.
like I don't like reaching into a man's wallet, back pocket,
let
trying to
me
take his wallet
let me
out.
tell you
I
Oh,
know
true,
it's his
true,
money.
true.
let me tell you what turned the corner for me, JD.
I'm listening,
I
Mr.
had
Ralph.
to I had to let it go, right? I did not come. I'm talking about the profit line, like the point where you say, okay, I put this amount of money in, and the money that I took out of the market is greater than that. And I done did it twice. I started over from scratch 2 times, right? I ain't had no exponential gains, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the money that I put in, right, what I took out is higher. But in order for this to happen, and
Mm-hmm.
not even think about it, and for it to start happening consistently every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every day, if I add it up, it's gonna be like 1 to 3%. Every now and then, I might get like a 5% day. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? And it just happened every day. I have not lost 3% since P-Ton had like 3 earnings ago. But in
Mm-hmm.
order for this to happen, I had to just be the pressure of trading. That's what it was. The pressure of trying to get gains, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many times you done heard me come up in this room and be like, I ain't even trade stocks. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
plenty of times.
But if you coming up in if you coming up in here and you like, I got to trade today, you know, I got to. You saw how choppy it was. Just think about
Right,
if your bills is on your mind,
right.
right? You had an account that you would have got chopped to pieces, fam. I'm telling you.
I
I'm
hear
telling
you.
you now.
I'm
You
hearing
know
you.
what
I'm
I'm saying?
hearing you.
Right?
I'm picking up
So,
where you're putting down. Yep.
so I'm telling you now, right? And Jimmy talked about it whenever he was here. He was like, "Look, I sat there and I looked at the candles for like a week without touching no trades. And
Yep.
it took a long time to learn this, right? Right? I mean, less is more, you know? It may seem like I'm trading around the clock, but I'm not. I'm not. I don't take that many trades a day, right? I
All
really
good.
don't,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
I
But
only
if you
did
just
two
come in
today.
here and first, telling you, it's gonna be you're gonna be under pressure, and then it's gonna seem like every time you get a big win or something like that. And I ain't saying celebrate wins or nothing like that, but just slow it down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And learn, because this is how the market is, right? Open up any chart, you're gonna see this, right? And this is gonna be happening to you because you trade the chart, right? You're gonna
Mm-hmm.
see times when the trend just tight like this, right? Real
Right.
tight. Then all of a sudden, it's just gonna start moving a little bit, and then it's just gonna take off, right? Those times right there is gonna be real good for some people whenever that market just take off. But then
Right.
whenever it slow down and it start to do this again, everything you made right here is probably gonna get washed away, fam.
Okay,
Am
Ralph.
I right?
Okay, it's Friday night. Like you're about to make me take a
Oh
shot.
no, am
You
I
gotta
telling the truth
be
or
a little more
not?
upbeat. And Don, Bruno's here. He says hi.
Big
Oh, hey,
Bruno.
Yeah.
Bruno.
No, I'm just telling the
Hey,
truth though.
honey.
Yeah, I know.
I know. You're
Are we
being
here?
very truthful and honest. I know
Are
you
we here to
are,
talk
and that's
about
great.
trade psychology, Don?
Mm-hmm.
You
Am
Yes,
gotta
I
set
we
a
are.
am I
goal.
right? Am I not right though?
I'm
You're,
completely.
You are right. You are. I'm sorry. I'm not being disrespectful.
Until,
You're
until,
definitely
until
right.
you
But
until you can hone it, right? I don't want you to just I don't want to. All right, I'm gonna let y'all talk about it, man. Go ahead.
no,
Because
we're good.
I don't want to make anybody mad.
No,
no,
Mr. Ralph.
I
no,
don't want to make
no.
Ralph,
I'm just
anybody
saying we
mad because
understand what you're saying. We get it. We
Mr.
got it.
yeah,
Ralph.
I don't want.
Yeah, what you said right now is definitely. I heard you. I completely heard everything you said, and you're absolutely right. We should take it a little bit slower. And I know
Yeah,
we all
because
have goals.
I
Yeah, I
don't
know
want
we all
nobody
have
to get in no
goals.
situation. You
Oh
know.
yeah, right. You're just looking out for the best for everybody. I got you 100%. So no disrespect taken. I heard you 100%. Everything soaked in. I promise you.
All right.
You know
All
what? That's what I've figured out about you already. And I don't even know you that well, but just this week alone and the past few times, because you came in here with me last Saturday and we rocked it out just looking at some videos together.
Oh yeah.
You are dedicated.
Yes,
Oh,
and
thank you.
that's
You
good.
are you
Thank you.
are truly dedicated and you want to make this work, and you are going to be successful. I can tell you that right now. I can tell
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah, you're getting into it. You're putting in the screen time. You're putting in, when you're not working, it seems like you're in here learning.
Yep.
So, and
Yep.
you're putting it into practice. So you're a very smart young man, and I'm proud of you, and I'm glad to have you a part of this group.
Oh, thanks, Don.
You
That
know,
means a
I
lot.
figured like it's only a matter of time before you're going to be a moderator and stuff like that. But that's down the line if that's what you want to.
Right.
Because seriously, I can see you really, really. You have taken the bull by the horns, and you are serious about this. So you're going to do
100%.
well.
Absolutely.
You're going to do well.
We are.
100%. Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that, Don. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. So with that being said, does anybody have anything else to add? If not, we're going to go ahead and get our weekend started.
Yay!
All right.
Nice. No, I'm good.
Everybody have a good one. Bruno, love you, brother. Thank you so much for the
Hey, Mr.
conversation we
Bruno.
had today. We needed that. That was
Yeah,
awesome.
appreciate that, Bruno.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys don't have anything else to add, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you,
Nope.
everybody. Hey, look, I
Be safe.
got a tip from Brad James. Brad James, thank you so much. I appreciate you, brother. If anybody else wants to, if you found value, it is part of my income. If you want to donate to the tip jar, the link is in the description of the video. And I appreciate you guys so much. Everybody have a fantastic weekend, and I'll catch you. I may come on tomorrow. JD, just a heads up. I may come on tomorrow for a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
Not
Check the
100%
links.
sure.
Take
Yeah.
advantage of the sales. Get in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get
absolutely.
the free if you're just coming in.
Hit AmericanDreamTrading.com and put those promotional codes in that I told you and get your VIP membership. Everybody have a good one.
Take care.
Bye.